when to should we start, Vikas ji?
Mr. President, should we start?
Yes, go ahead and start.
Okay. We're starting 3, 2, 1. A very good afternoon to my fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let us start with a story. A pet shop owner got a new litter of puppies and was ready to sell them to their forever families. A young girl walked by the shop and noticed a sign saying puppies for sale, and of course was very eager to go inside. She asked the owner, "How much do the puppies cost?" The owner replied, "They are all around $50. The girl emptied her pocket change and told the store owner that she only had about $2, but she still wanted to look at them. The shop owner whistled for the dogs who came running down the hall of his shop. 5 tiny fur balls, followed by one limping behind the rest. The girl immediately signaled out the lagging puppy and asked the store owner what was wrong with him. The owner explained that puppy was born with deformity. He was missing a hip socket. He would walk with a limp for the rest of his life. The girl got excited, saying, "I want that puppy." The owner replied, "You don't want to buy that puppy. If you really want him, you can have him for free." The girl became upset. She looked at the owner and said, "I don't want to have him for free. That puppy is worth just as much as the others. I'll give you the change I have now and $1 a month until I have paid for the puppy entirely." The owner continued, "This dog is never going to be able to run and play like all the other dogs. I think you are going to regret this decision." To his surprise, the girl reached down and rolled up her pant leg to reveal a triple leg that was supported by a large metal brace. She looked up to the owner and softly replied, "Well, I'm not much of a runner, and this puppy needs someone who understands." Moral of the story is, don't make assumptions about other people's wants, needs, and abilities. Every one of us has our own weakness, whether it's physical or mental. The trick is to not allow your weakness to slow you down and instead find others in the world who can support you. Find and surround yourself with people who challenge you to reach your potential. Here are us surrounding ourselves with people who challenges each other to reach our potentials. I am Keval Kubaur, Sergeant at Arms, welcomes all of you to 177th meeting of Heritage City Toastmasters Club. Welcome to the first meeting of this tenure. Let us start with a bang. But before that, I would like to begin by stating of a mission of a Toastmasters Club. Mission is to provide supportive and positive learning experience by which members are empowered to develop their communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. But by doing so, we have to follow some rules. And there are mainly 4 valid rules. Number 1, if you have joined using laptop or PC, keep your best friend mobile on silent or on vibration mode. Rule number 2, we will not talk about sex, religion, and politics throughout the meeting. Rule number 3, important for offline meeting. In and out during the meeting will only be permitted at the time of applause. Rule number 4, important for online members. Please keep your microphone on mute unless otherwise called upon. These are the 4 rules you have to follow during the meeting. Now, without further waiting, it's time to invite our presiding officer. And presiding officer, someone who is sales leader with 13 years of experience and currently working as a Gujarat state head, Vision Care with Alcon Labs India Private Limited. He has done his MBA in marketing from Midcon, Pune with a gold medal and MSc in biotechnology from Pune. He is a Hindi poet, podcaster, blogger, aspiring author, and the founder of Umid, an organization working to spread rays of hope, health, hope, and happiness. Please help me welcome with big round of applause, presiding officer Toastmaster Vikas.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Keval, for such a wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, HCTC. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
And welcome to 177th meeting of Heritage City Toastmasters Club. I welcome you all for this meeting. I remember the days around 5 years back when I started my journey with Toastmasters. I was a guest in one of the meetings at Ahmedabad Toastmasters Club. And then 5 years from then, today, I'm really pleased to be president of the club and starting the first meeting of a new Toastmasters year, which begins from 1st July 2021. I am a keen learner and an observer as well. Recently, to start afresh, new Toastmasters year, and this responsibility where I won't be able to spend my weekends somewhere else other than Ahmedabad. So I thought, let's visit Pune and bring some memories, meet my near and dear ones because my family stays at Pune. I returned from Pune on 1st of July, day before yesterday. As soon as I opened the door, because the door were closed from last couple of days when I was out, I saw lots of ants creeping on the floor. And being a learner, an observer, I started observing their pattern. And from there also, I could drive a couple of learnings, which I would like to share with all of you today. You know, ants are very brave. If you see their size, they're very teeny in size, but sometimes they carry a big size grains. Have you seen that? Right? So they are very brave. We, as individuals, as Toastmasters, also should have that bravery with us. The first message from that story I would like to give you is that be brave. Second, they have got a sense of discipline. You must have seen when one goes, others follow. And they don't change their path. They follow their mentor or someone who is going ahead. As Toastmasters, we should also be disciplined. As individuals, we should also be disciplined. When we take some roles in the meeting, let's fulfill it. When we take some role in EC, let's fulfill that. It's very, very important that we all pursue sense of discipline. Third learning which I could drive from that observation is avoid divergence. You must have seen, you put a finger in front of that row or that line which they are following. They will not diverge. They will just again start crossing a finger and they will just continue their path. That's very, very important. In our lives also, we face a lot of tough situations, with sticky times, but then we have to continue. We have to avoid those divergences. The fourth learning I would derive from that ant story is the spirit of sharing. Have you seen when they find a little bigger size of grain? They'll come together, they'll try to share it. They will carry. Someone has died from their member. They will try to carry them. That's what is called spirits of sharing. If we, some of us, are capable enough, good in communication skills, good in leadership skills, couple of members who are joining as new members, let's share our learnings. Let's share whatever we have, such that we also practice the spirit of sharing. The fifth very, very important thing is they usually and mostly mind their business. So it is very, very important that we mind our business as well. Sometimes what happens, out of curiosity, out of enthusiasm, we try to see what others are doing. We try to analyze or evaluate how others are doing, try to give a lot of information and suggestions to them. But before that, we are responsible for our development. So we have to mind our business. That is very, very important. Now, you must have seen teamwork, amazing teamwork in ants, right? And teamwork matters. They really play in teams. You must have seen the way the ants behave. And then after that, hard work. That is very, very important. Hard work matters. You must have seen that they come together, they carry larger size grains, or a lot of things. When you observe them, you can understand they are hardworking. And it is said, almost, I think, in terms of total organism on this earth, being insects, they almost have 20% of entire population. Ants are 20% of entire population of organisms. So how they survive? So this is very, very important. And last, learning which I could drive from that ant story is prepare ahead. They prepare. They keep their food grains. They keep their resources ready with them much ahead than they need it. We also prepare and plan, right? We also prepare and plan. When we have taken a role, we should prepare. When we have taken a journey, a pathway journey, we must prepare for that. So I think that's what, from that small observation I could drive, and I wanted to share with all of you. So that is what ant story is all about. Now, as we all know, we are Toastmasters, but we also have a couple of guests present here. And for the benefit of guests, I would like to tell you what Toastmasters is all about. This is an organization which was started almost 100 years back by a gentleman called Ralph C. Smedley. He saw and he has observed that people are unable to speak during wedding ceremonies and funerals. You must have seen people raise toast in the important occasions. But as this gentleman observed that people are not able to do that, he started a mission to educate people so that they can raise toast, they can speak whenever required. That's how the journey started, and it's now 100 years, almost 100 years old organization. So I welcome all the guests present here, and I would like to take your introductions so that we understand who you are, we can collaborate more. You can speak. What's your name? Which organization you work for? How did you come to know about Toastmasters? And your expectations from the meeting, please.
Yeah, my name is Akash Verma, and I'm an engineer by profession. So I completed my BTech in mechanical engineering from VIT Vellore. And after that, I took up a job in Cognizant, which is an IT firm. I have worked there for three and a half years. And just a few days back, I just put my papers and I resigned. And I'm going to pursue my MBA from Symbiosis University, Pune. And I came to know about this, it's like this Toastmasters right from college. Like there were a few friends of mine who were part of Toast Members Club in VIT Vellore. And after that, my friend Aditya here has introduced me to the Ahmedabad branch of Toastmasters. Okay. I'm really grateful to him for that.
So most welcome guest Akash. Looking forward to collaborate more and welcome you for this meeting. And all the guests who are engaged. And we have Namrata. I know you, but you can introduce. I very much know you, but you can introduce for the benefit of everybody present here.
My name is, hello everyone.
Hi.
My name is Namrata Jha, wife of President Mr. Vikas Jha. Feels good over here, and as he's asking me, he's asking everybody actually that how do I come to know about Toastmasters? So from the one and only, he always discusses about Toastmaster, and it's amazing. And today to be here, it's It feels fabulous. And to listen him live, that is more interesting and amazing.
Privileged to enter with ICICI Bank. We forward to mention.
But just now I got a call that I'm promoted in Jagatpur branch as deputy branch manager.
Oh.
Really great. So most welcome, Namrata, and do come for other meetings as well in future.
आज सैंडविच के साथ champagne पिए.
Yes. So we have a couple of guests online as well. Would like to take their introductions as well. We have Vibha Shoni. Vibha, can you introduce yourself, please?
Am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Okay. Myself, Vibha Soni. I'm a freelancer and a content writer, and I have expertise in the technology. And I'm doing freelancing for last 4 to 5 years, and the last 1.5 year, I have formed a team, and I have been providing content writing services. Besides, I am a published author and the part of the world famous book, The Growth Hacking Part 2. And recently, I'm also working on the other books. So these are all about my professions. And besides, speaking, that means I lost the passion of my speaking, and a few times back. Now I have started again to speak, and I'm coming out from my comfort zone. So that's why I just joined to Toastmaster and connect with the people and the strangers. So that's why. So this is all about me. Yeah, and I'm from Chhattisgarh.
Okay. Most welcome, Vibha.
Yeah. Thank you.
This is really a sense of pride that you are here with us, and we're looking forward to learn so many things from you, and also to have you as members, as a member of our club in future. Most welcome. Please stay tuned and us a feedback at the end of the meeting. Thank you so much. Do we have any other guests, Master Keval? We have
Rahul. I think Rahul.
Rahul. Yeah, Rahil Jani.
Yes.
So
hello
can we
everyone.
hear from? Yeah.
Yes. Hello everyone. It's good to be here. I just graduated. I did my civil engineering from PDPU Gandhinagar, and I'm from Ahmedabad, born and brought up here. And I have been in one of the meetings before the pandemic at the British Council library, I guess. And yes, so I know what Toastmasters is about, but now, like, I'll be starting the journey of Toastmasters from this meeting, as you say, the first meeting of this tenure. So expecting something good, learnings and everything. So let's see how it goes. Thank you.
Welcome, Rahil. So keep visiting our club, and I think we will learn together. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. Do we have anybody else? I think no. So in general, in a Toastmasters meeting, we have someone who facilitates meeting called TMOD, and then we have prepared speech section, table topics, and general evaluations. But in today's meeting, there is something different. That role will take later, because this entire club is run by an executive committee who actually takes care of the functioning of the club. And in that role, we have 7 different executives. I am president, someone is VP education, someone is VP membership. In the similar manner, we have a person who is taking care of secretarial work of the club. The role is called secretary of the club. Unfortunately, there was someone selected as secretary during our elections, which happened recently. But because of certain reasons, he stepped out of the role, and we currently have no functioning secretary in the club. So today, in our 177th meeting, we are planning to conduct an election for the role of secretary. So to continue to conduct that election part, I would like to invite someone who was area director A5, but a very, very important member of our club. You can say spine of our club. Most importantly, spinal cord of our club. Most importantly, he has always supported the club. And He is very humorous. He is an entrepreneur and he's a wonderful human being. He is none other than our Toastmaster Kusai. Please welcome to our applause. Welcome, election officer, Toastmaster Kusai, to conduct the election. Thank you so much.
My wife is a spine ki jagah, she would have heard swine. Opportunity never knocks your door twice unless your karma is very good. At Heritage City Toastmasters Club, we help each other so much that our karma is going to pay back today. We have the second opportunity, if you have missed the first one, to be the secretary of the club. What does the secretary do? I'll give you a brief about what roles can help you when you become a secretary of the club. Colonel Sanders, or we'll give the very current example of Raj C. Smedley, wouldn't have known while starting Toastmasters fraternity that his organization would be operational in hundreds of countries with thousands of clubs and millions of members being benefited from it. Likewise, when we become secretary and write the minutes of meeting, we might never know how our hobby can become into hobby of blogging, or can be a best-selling author, or can take us heights unimaginable, dreams unachievable, and much, much beyond. So that is the beauty of the role of secretary. And it is a golden opportunity, I might say, if the seat, or let's say the position, is vacant as of now. What are the roles and responsibilities of secretary for the sake of guests and new members? Secretary does what he or she writes the minutes of the meeting, which might be beneficial for the members who haven't attended and for the documentation of our club meetings. And this is what the club gains from the post of secretary. What the secretary gains from this post is writing habits, observational skills, and trust me on this, and many corporates might be in sync with me on this, that when you observe good, you are able to perform good. Your inputs, if taken well, can give you fantastic outputs. So when you become the secretary of the club, you improvise on your observational skills, your giving out skills, your briefing on a particular subject, and much, much more. For our good fortune, we have this post vacant. It sounds as if I'm selling this post, but it is for free. And so if you want to take up the post of secretary of Heritage City Toastmasters Club for the tenure of July 1 to December 31st, seats are now vacant. It is for the members only, so I would request, welcome. So I would request the members to opt and not let go this beautiful opportunity. Now it is sounding as the bidders rule. 1, 2. Okay, so who all and from on the online people also, of course, the members only. I would like to have the nominations for the post of secretary for Heritage City Toastmasters Club. Risha, okay. So we have one nomination, and because it's my duty to ask it thrice, being the election chair. For the second time, post of secretary for Heritage City Toastmasters Club, tenure July to December, if anyone wants to nominate themselves. Third and final time for the post of secretary, if anybody wants to nominate for Heritage City Toastmasters Club, tenure July to December, this is your last and final chance. So we have the secretary of our club. Congratulations. Comparatively a new member, but rock star for sure for all those who have seen her first speech. Let's hear it for the secretary, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Very good afternoon. So finally, I am a secretary of a club. And HCTC club. It's exciting. I remember the first time I was a secretary. I was in 7th grade. I opted for it. I did it successfully, at least in my head. Yes. And time flies by. I'm here again. Your secretary. Now I know it's a very substantial task. And as a new member, maybe you can ask the question how I would be able to do it. I'll just give this brief about myself. Let me tell you. I believe that I'm highly focused, high discipline, yet a very calm individual. Whenever I take up a task, I do it with full capacity, 100% boost power, and I'm determined to complete it successfully till the end. As a person, I'm a very open-minded person, a very good listener, and I'm open to all the advices. You're welcome to come and talk to me anytime, and I'll help you whenever I can. What as a post of secretary would help? First, my observatory skills. Second, my management skills. And lastly, my writing skills. But more than this, I need the whole attention in the room. But attention can't go there because now I am your secretary and I am also recording. So, yes. But lastly, I want to do is connect with this cloud with all the depths I can and take it as forward as I can. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Teacher, just a second. So there's a host. You just cannot. You need to be on hold. As Secretary Toastmaster Isha, you maintain all the club records, manage club files, handle club correspondence, and take minutes at each club and executive committee meeting. You are also in charge of updating and distributing a roster of the current paid membership and keeping the club officers list current for Toastmasters International. Will you perform these duties to the best of your ability?
Yes, I will.
Congratulations. Now you are being installed as the secretary.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Kusar, for conducting the election successfully. Thank you so much. So now the e-com is complete. Welcome, Isha, and looking forward to work with you in XCOM of HCTC. So it's time to begin the official meeting, which happens every week, 177th meeting. And as I said earlier, to conduct this meeting, we need a moderator. The role is called Toastmaster of the day. Who is EMOD for today's meeting? Someone who is very passionate, someone who is a quick learner. She has helped in the last 10 years to bring newsletters. She was associate PR manager for the club. Also, she hails from Odisha. She is currently our Vice President Public Relations of the club, currently working with a reputed organization called ONGC as Reservoir Engineer. Studied from IIT. Ladies and gentlemen, IIT. With big round of applause, welcome our Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Priyanka.
Thank you so much, Presiding Officer, for that lovely introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Okay. So, good afternoon, HCTC. How are you?
We are fine.
Yay! Welcome to a new term. So, the first session, the first meeting of the new term should embody the mission of Ralph C's medley. That is why I took up the theme as persuasive presentation, because this is the era of living a life of 60 years and concluding your life in 60 seconds in a speech. That's called a pitch. So that's what I want to concentrate on. Now my theme, 10, 20, 30. Does it remind you of those mathematics tables that we used to memorize as kids and say it in front of our teachers and get beatings? This was probably the easiest table that we were remembering at that point of time. So the first three of the table of 10. That reminds me that every Toastmaster meeting is divided into 3 sections: prepared speeches, table topic sessions, and the breakfast of the champions, the evaluation session. So before we go on to that, I have to call on the general evaluator of the day. So the general evaluator of the day is a new Toastmaster and a very dear friend of mine. He's 25, a South Indian, loud, and likes to call himself a connoisseur of cold desserts. On a Sunday night, you'll either find him partying with friends or strictly confined to the solitude he treasures. He's done his bachelor's in chemical engineering from VIT Vellore and MBA from Institute of Rural Management, Anand. He is currently working as management trainee with Grow Indigo. He's none other than our favorite Aditya Balya.
Thank you, TMOD Priyanka, for a lovely introduction. If someone asks me, what is that one thing that interests you about Toastmasters? I'll probably say it is value co-creation, not just knowledge sharing, but value co-creation. We all nurture each other's talent and not only focus on building our own skills. And for this, we need the right feedback system in place. So what is the feedback and why do you need it? Feedback helps you discover areas of improvement. It creates an atmosphere of positivity and strength so that each one of us stays motivated and encouraged to move forward. It creates a learning culture in the organization so that we keep growing and keep working. So we have 3 evaluators for prepared speeches and a diligent tag team to help me in this process with their amazing observational and critical thinking abilities. Let me introduce the timer, TM Kinjan. She's a Toastmaster. She's been a Toastmaster for 5 years and she works with more than 700 children in Ahmedabad in an NGO. Toastmaster Kinjan, please come and explain your role.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. Good afternoon, everyone. My role as a timer today is to check the time of each and every person coming here on stage. I have 3 cards with me: green, yellow, and red. Green card will be shown when the minimum time has been come. Yellow when it's the halfway to your end time, and red when the time has been finished. You will be given a grace period of 30 seconds after your time has been completed. In prepared speeches, we have time from 5 to 7 minutes. I'll show 5. At 5 minutes, I'll show green card. At 6 minutes, I'll show yellow card. And at 7 minutes, I'll show red card. 30 seconds grace period will be given after the time limit of 7 minutes. In table topic, the time limit will be 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I'll show green card. At 1.5, I'll show yellow. And at 2 minutes, I'll show red card. Again, 30 seconds grace period will be given at the end of 2 minutes. And for evaluation, the time limit will be 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I'll show green card. At 2.5, I'll show yellow card. And at 3 minutes, I'll show red card. And again, for grace period of 30 seconds will be given at the end of 3 minutes. That's all from my end. Also, I'll be noting down the time of TMOD General Evaluator, and I'll be back with my report at the end of it. Thank you so much.
Angel, icebreakers would be 4 to 6 minutes.
4 to 6 minutes, okay. So for 4 to 6 minutes, at 4 minutes, I'll show green, at 5, yellow, and at 6, I'll show red. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Toastmaster Kinjan. So we have a second member from the DART team, the R counter. Our R counter is a software engineer and an anime lover. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Cable.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. The best way to pursue people is with your ears, by listening to them. Greetings, fellow Toastmasters and guests. The purpose of a counter is to note words and sounds that are used as crutch or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I'll listen for overused words, including and, well, but, so, and you know. I'll also listen for filler sounds, including er. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase, such as this means, this means. At the end of the meeting, I'll report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Table. Now we have the grammarian for the meeting. A grammarian is a software engineer who hails from Rajasthan. Please help me welcome Toastmaster Suman.
Good afternoon, General Evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests. It's my pleasure to be a grammarian of the day. As a grammarian, I'll note down the good usages of the words, phrases, and good saying, and I'll also note down the not so good usages of English language, and I'll share my report at the end of the meeting whenever called upon by the General Evaluator. As a grammarian, it's my duty to introduce word of the day and the phrase of the day. Word of the day is ebullient. Spelling is E-B-U-L-L-I-E-N-T. That means cheerful and full of energy. Example can be, she sounded ebullient and happy. If you want to remember the word, you can focus on the word bull, B-U-L-L. Bulls are mostly ebullient in nature. Or maybe you can remember Red Bull. Whenever you have a Red Bull, you feel ebullient because it gives you wings. And the phrase of the day is bite the bullet. That means force yourself to do something difficult or to be brave in a situation. I hate going to the example can be I hate going to the dentist, but I'll just have to bite the bullet. And I'm standing here, I'm biting the bullet. Bite the bullet and use word of the day and phrase of the day as much as possible. I know you guys will make the meeting ebullient. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Thank you, Toastmaster Suman. You have created the atmosphere to become ebullient already. For very effectively explaining the roles. I think teamwork is all about working towards a shared vision. And our vision today is going to be making every meeting better than the previous one. So I would request each one of you to enjoy your role. Give your best. All the best. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aditya, General Evaluator, for making the role so much full of energy and ebullient. Okay, so let me bite the bullet and begin with the theme. We all know, as Toastmasters, as people who have met other people, that public speaking is one of the biggest fears across the globe, more than death probably. So standing on the podium in front of power-dressed men and women, waiting to devour us as soon as we make a mistake. We have been in one of those presentations where we are scared to death, probably losing sleep of our nights to make that one last color change, to shift that one shape. Will it attract any attention? Will it lose their attention span? We're all scared. So we know that they're ready to devour, but do we know that they are also ready to sleep as soon as they can in a presentation? Which is why catching the audience attention is one of the missions we propose to achieve in Toastmaster as public speakers. So the best audience awareness to a speaker can come only by practicing, keeping in mind that probably the audience is hard on hearing, cannot hear. You have to shout, you have to catch their attention in order for them to hear you. And this happened when somebody started thinking along those lines because they were suffering from vertigo and tinnitus, which means vertigo is a disease which makes you feel dizzy all the time. And tinnitus is a constant ringing sound in your ears, which makes you hard on hearing. And this guy was called Guy Kawasaki. You will not believe this. He was working for Apple as the chief marketing engineer. And then he moved on. He promotes Canva now. Canva is the tool that we use for designing. A lot of people here know this. So he saw fit to give us a rule of 10, 20, and 30 for persuasive presentation for venture capitalists. I will delve deeper into this, but now it is time for us to begin with our prepared speeches section. So we have 3 good speakers lined up for today's session. The first of them is a Toastmaster who is going to deliver his icebreaker speech. He works as the regional director at National Institute of Open Schooling. He's an alumni of Bhartiyar University, Coimbatore, IGNOU, New Delhi, and Alagappa University, Tamil Nadu. But before I invite him for a speech, I'd request his evaluator, our seasoned veteran Toastmaster KP Jani, to please tell us the speech objectives.
The purpose of this project is for the speaker to introduce himself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech. This is the icebreaker. And the icebreaker is common for all the parts. Time is 4 to 6 minutes. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster KP Jani. Now I would like to invite our first speaker of the day, and his topic is a layman's dream. Time is 4 to 6 minutes. Toastmaster V. Santanam, a layman's dream, a layman's dream, Toastmaster V. Santanam.
Experience makes man, not education. This is my life mantra. Dear fellow Toastmasters, and dear guests, and ladies and gentlemen, I am Vijay Santanam, and I am going to give today my first icebreaker speech with the title of A Layman's Dream. Sorry. A layman's dream is nothing but a layman from somewhere in the country dreaming big projects to implement in his life. I don't know how many people have achieved that, but I am also one of the layman, which is what I am meaning here today. That is exactly this layman having dreamed to achieve in my life certain projects. So that is what I am going to share you. Friends, I am from southern part of India, more particularly from the state of Tamil Nadu. I have completed my diploma in engineering through college. Afterwards, I got a chance to work as a implant training at Hindustan Motors. Later on, I got a government apprenticeship training in Defense Research and Development Organization, Ministry of Defense. Friends, after that, I got a permanent job and I switched out to many jobs. In meantime, I have completed my graduation and post-graduation computer applications and post-graduation Master of Business Administration through distance learning mode. I am currently pursuing PhD in Gujarat University. Friends, my birth itself is a big adventure. You can say it is a big miracle. Actually, my mother has taken a medication to abortion me during her pregnancy. But avoiding all this, I came out and I am standing. Thank you so much for all of your appreciation. It's quite different introduction, I think. Please accept it. Friends, there are so many people in the world, they may be dreamed and they may be dreamed and done something and paused a bit. And I am one of the dreamer and I would like to achieve that. My dream is that I want to become a legislator as first and then become a parliamentarian and then become a chief minister of India.
Wow.
The thing is that there are so many things still existing in the country, but only due to certain particular single person only it all achieved. Maybe there are so many examples. I would like to quote one Mr. Abdul Kalam. Fortunately, he is also from my state. It's a small village town, very economically lower background. He came up, he has done a miracle job and put into the country into the one of the 3 countries in the world having, striking facility of, against the speed of light. That much level we achieved along with America and Russia. That is possible because of Dr. Abdul Kalam, APJ Abdul Kalam. There are many people, there are many scientists, those who are also worked hard and they have done it. But certain dreams will come from particular individual. If his dreams very big and bring into the reality, then things can get into better. So I have 3 projects. I'll just finish up within 2-3 minutes. One is that I want to give you a free medical facility to the entire country. How it can be possible? You can question it. Friends, if you take the statistics of India, we have only 6.7 lakhs villages only. And we have clubbed the villages into Panchayat. It is only 2.5 Panchayat only. The Panchayat is nothing but clubbing the villages for the administrative purpose. If you put the people for each Panchayat, one person with medical knowledge, say diploma holder, you can administrate basic medical facility with the payment of just 15,000 per month. If these things are available in India, we could have stopped this COVID-19 very root level. We would have standard in the world as one of the best nations averted the COVID virus. But we are having the budget of more than 70,000 crores. But we failed to spend 5,000 crores to establish the system in the root level. So this can be possible if we implement the project. Next is the project. There are so many things you may be aware of the latest generation. Through internet and communication technology, we can provide the free education through blended mode. It is 100% possible, certainly possible. Even the smaller countries like South Korea, providing the internet facility, fastest internet facility in the country, whereas India is delivering now 12 times lesser than South Korea. We can do more than that. If we have that facility to the each and every nook and corner of the country, we can deliver the mechanism of blended education to the every village, every household in the country, providing the facility. Thank you so much. Thank you.
As a matter of tradition, we stand up to the icebreaker speech. So thank you so much.
Priyanka?
Yes. What a wonderful speech. It is only in a man's hand to dream, and only those who dream have the power to achieve it. Thank you so much, Toastmaster V. Santanam, for joining us and giving us the opportunity to hear that speech. Now, it's time to move on to our second speaker.
Priyanka, we can give the feedbacks.
Okay, yes. 30 seconds for feedbacks. Timer, please let me know when the 30 seconds are over.
You can keep the feedback on the ballot where it is written first speaker.
Are the 30 seconds over? Yes.
Yes.
Begin? Okay,
Yes.
okay. Thank you so much, timer. Okay, so our second speaker is someone who works at Kokila Bain Dhirubhai Ambani School, Jamnagar. And she has completed her previous pathway with a Triple Crown Award. She's none other than my favorite Toastmaster Shabani. But before I call her to give her speech, I'd request Toastmaster Vikrant to let us know her speech objectives.
Thank you very much, TMOD, and very good afternoon. Where is Srabani? Yes. Toastmaster Srabani is going to deliver her speech from Pathway Motivational Strategy, Level 3 and 3S1. And the objective of her speech is to show emotional, a topic on emotional intelligence. And the title of the speech is Just Find Love, Don't Count Lovers. and time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. Right? So, thank you very much. All the best, Toastmaster Shabani. Over to you, TMOD.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vikrant. So, Toastmaster Shabani, just find love, don't count lovers. Just find love, don't count lovers, Toastmaster Shabani.
May I have your attention, please? Hi, good evening to all of you. I am Shravani from a state where love is the essence of life. That is United States of West Bengal. I have a story to tell you how to become happy or emotionally strong with this word love. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to be happy and young, you just find love. Don't count lovers. Oh yes, let me tell you, finding love multiple times or finding multiple or having multiple lovers is not only the privilege of man. Understood? So all you girls out there, if you find love many a times, that is absolutely okay. As long as you are happy on that relationship, simply do not worry about society. It is your life and you have all the right to be happy. Oops. Did I say I turned 45 plus and I found new love? Like I had never before. Head over heels, neck deep, unapologetically. I fell, rather, I rose in love. Yes, I am in love with Toastmaster Chinar. Notice? Notice? And you know what? She is like a tequila shot. Shakes me out of my slumber. That is why today I am here as a speaker after 8 to 9 months. But it would not be possible without her motivation and inspiration. Heritage City Toastmaster Club is lucky enough to have her as a VP Education Officer. Toastmaster Chinar, we need a leader like you. Thank you, my love, for holding my hand and make me emotionally strong. Lots of love and respect for you, Chinar. Actually, the truth is that I am in love with all the members of Heritage City Toastmaster Club. Before I was nowhere, but you guys give me opportunity to sign me everywhere. I am touched. Ladies and gentlemen, there was a time when I don't want to continue my Toastmaster journey, because lack of confidence. And there was a time when I struggled with my professions and relations, bag full of huge expectations. At times, I tried to remain assured. At times, maybe trying to be superhero. I was losing and finding and losing myself. Have I lost or managed to save that woman that I am? My dear listeners, you know what? The world is full of iconic ironies. We own houses and generations, bear all the under-documented, disguised emotional cost and emotional investments. But when it comes to handle our own emotions, we failed. We miserably failed. I just forgot to live my life to the fullest. Then I gifted myself a mantra: relive, rekindle, reclaim. Gradually, through self-awareness, through self-regulations, I developed high-level motivation, empathy, and social skill, which is called emotional intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, now, every day I keep record or take care of my emotional values, because I know life is very short and I will die anytime soon. But before I do, let me experience the world as much as I can. With this note, I end my say. Life is one-time offer and you should enjoy every bit of it. Though our society gets a series of hiccups with your moves, but you are tall enough to stand for yourself and your choices. Now, what do you think, my dear fellow Toastmaster? Or are you still trying to figure out how to live life to the fullest? If so, just what? Just find love. Don't count lovers. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Shabani. And while I burn green with envy at you loving Toastmaster Chinar more than me, I request all of you to give the feedback to Toastmaster Shabani. Timer, let me know when the 30 seconds are over. I'll get over my feelings of jealousy.
Done.
Done. Okay. 30 seconds are too less to feel this emotion. Anyway, we have to move on. So, my God, I don't want to call on the next speaker. I'm envious of her. Oh, shit. Okay, so moving on to our next speaker. She is into insurance sales as a professional and currently works as a regional head in Bajaj Allianz. Let's call on our VP Education, the tequila shot, Toastmaster Chinar. Before I request her to give the speech, I want to call on Toastmaster Ronak and let us know the speech objectives.
Toastmaster Chinar is representing her speech L1S to L2S1, the objectives of which are identify your leadership skills, consider how your leadership skills impact people, and how can you improve it. Please note the time is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best, Tequila.
Okay, I don't know the speech title, but Toastmaster Chinar.
Identify your leadership skills.
My speech title is Aspire to Inspire.
Okay. Toastmaster Chinar, aspire to inspire, Toastmaster Chinar.
Please raise your hand if any time in your life you have been inspired by someone. It could be anyone, someone from your friend circle, social circle, or even a random stranger who has left that deep imprint in your mind by their good deeds. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and my dear guests. As the famous inspirational and motivational speaker Simon Sinek said, and I quote here, leadership is all about actions and not about position. Mind well, each one of us has a unique leader in us. So today, I present to you 5 styles of leadership which we come across in our daily life. First one, the authoritative leadership. Here, the person wants to have a complete control on the input and the output of any activity. Often in our childhood, we have heard our mothers tell us, eat that green so that you can gain strength. That's authoritative leadership with love. The second style of leadership, the delegative leadership. Most of us in our professional space have heard the 4-letter word, boss. I'm sure the married men would define it better. The boss gives us a task and ensures that we finish it in a defined time frame by structurally monitoring it. That for me is delegative leadership. The third style of leadership, transactional leadership. Here, we often trade the results with the rewards. I have heard parents telling their kids, clean the closet and you will get a chocolate. That's how you negotiate the outcome against a favorable reward. That is transactional leadership. The fourth style of leadership is transformative leadership. You inspire a person and motivate them to do your work. Let me give you an example. 21st June 2021, we had a pre-EC meeting. And I must admit over here that our current president, Toastmaster Vikas Jha, had come up with an elaborative deck asking us to give our plan of actions. What do you intend to do in your next term? It was very inspiring for me. Thank you, Toastmaster Vikas Jha, for displaying that transformative leadership. Last but not the least, the fifth style of leadership, participative leadership. This is the style which I most relate to. Let me give you a real life example. Few years ago, I was running a marathon and there was a father-son duo who were my co-participants. In the middle of the run, I could hear the son, who was around 7-8 years old, throwing tantrums because he did not want to finish the run. The father told him at that point of time, and I heard it very categorically, son, it is not about winning or losing. It is about finishing an activity with enthusiasm. That for me is participative leadership. You take people along with you in your path to success. Participative leadership. So let me ask
all of you over here, what do you think is one quality, according to you, a leader must possess? Toastmaster Donna.
Really participatory, but real life, everything. Like all 5 of them are extremely critical. All steps.
Toastmaster Jayesh.
Participatory.
Yes.
A good listener, a good communicator.
Anyone?
Having a vision, leader needs to have a good vision.
Empathetic. Yes.
Empathetic.
Lead by example, which might be participative.
Bang on. So let me conclude by saying, any outfit can be truly successful if you follow the metrics of win-win. Are you that leader? Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Chinar, for that beautiful speech. I now request everyone to give their feedbacks to Toastmaster Chinar in the next 30 seconds. Timer, please let me know when the 30 seconds end.
Done. 30 seconds are done.
Thank you so much. Can we have the polls for the best speaker? Everybody has ballots?
Priyanka, I think here we will vote in the ballots, and I think there you can ask for the vote.
Yes, yes, of course. Please send me on my personal chat, Toastmasters and guests who have joined online. You can send me on my personal chat your votes for the best speaker. The nominations are Toastmaster Vijay Santanam, who gave his first icebreaker speech. Next was Toastmaster Shabani. The third speaker is Toastmaster Chinar. These are the nominations for the Best Speaker Award. Please send in your votes online to me and offline to Toastmaster Chinar.
Thank you.
The votes from this.
Voting.
Online speech. Whatever you have written, you can
Just send the votes to Toastmaster Vikas. Toastmaster Vikas, I've sent it to you on your WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Everybody settle down. Are we ready to begin?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So I was talking about a guy called Guy Kawasaki. This is the guy. So that you retain the memory of this person who had tinnitus, who had dizziness, and stepped into the shoes of the worst audience to write 14 books on how to make good presentations. That's called changing your weakness into your strength. So let us hear to what he had to say. He defined the rule of 10, 20, and 30. I'll begin with 10 now. You've probably endured plenty of terrible presentations in your life. Back in college days, a lot of us dozed off in the first bench during the presentations. But maybe you think that people who live in the Silicon Valley, who live in Bangalore, who have startups, have really nailed the art of pitching. Maybe, maybe not. We are mere mortals. We are born to err. And by erring, only can we learn how to be better. So we know this from psychology. Toastmaster Aditya will agree with me that it is very difficult for us mortals to comprehend more than 10 concepts in a meeting. And even venture capitalists face this problem. So if you must use not more than 10 slides to explain your business, because Guy Kawasaki says that if you're using more than 10 slides, you probably don't have a business. You're just beating around the bush. I disagree with that. I'm a really good content writer, but a really bad editor. So I have big time trouble bringing down my words in speeches or in editorials or in articles. I really have to work on this to ace this. And I recommend to you to not use more than 10 slides to make a presentation. Now, having said that, I have to move on to the next part of this session, the meeting. That is the table topic session. And we have a rock star of a Toastmaster to conduct this session today. And we will be doing it under her aegis for the first time. She has 3 masters: masters in commerce, masters in philosophy, and masters in fashion management. And if you're thinking she has pursued any one of those in long distance, let me tell you, she has done it consecutively one after one. She's a passionate entrepreneur with expertise in brand strategy. However, additionally, she's a speaker, writer, artist, photographer, and many more. So I wish my adab to Toastmaster Isha and invite her onto the stage to take the session ahead.
Lights, camera, action. Disclaimer. All the topics appearing in the following session will be fictitious. Any reality is all coincidental. Any resemblance to reality or living is coincidental. A word of caution. Audience is requested to turn off their serious mode and turn on their fun mode. It is highly recommended, yet want to laugh, smile, and clap to the loudest. Because you're being recorded, and if not, you'll be charged with a penalty. So, my audience, let's buckle up, breathe in, and have fun! Yes, I want the energy in the room. Table topics. The session of impromptu speaking. Let's begin with a quick game. What, as an impromptu speaker, one quality you want to acquire? Fast, one word.
What quality?
As an impromptu speaker, you want to acquire?
Speak instantly.
Chinaji?
Creative.
Have one word or one statement I can have control of my fear.
Yes, Chinaji.
Send a message in the speech.
Spontaneity.
Okay. Over the years of experience, what I have realized, there are 3 basic keys to become an impromptu speaker. First is analyze. Second is reason. And third is draft. You analyze a topic, you reason your words, and you draft your content, all simultaneously. And there should be a crisp and a sharp reflex on your body language and your tongue. That's a hard work. And I'm a lazy person, but I am a determined person. So, what is the key ingredient to become an impromptu speaker? Put your heart in. Yes, my ladies and friends, here what we need to do is properly put your heart and soul into your content and see the magic happening on the stage. So, what's the advice to the table topic speakers today? Think of your stage as a canvas. Hold your brush and give it a master stroke. I know, you all are not painter, but nothing sells better in the market than an abstract. Before we begin, quick rules. Yes, every speaker would be given 2 minutes. At the first minute, you have to eye on the timer of the day, should be showing the green card. And on 1.5 minutes, should be showing the yellow card. And at 2 minutes, should be showing the red card. But the best rule, it's not limited to Toastmasters. These guest members, you are welcome to take over the stage. Yes, there's the energy. There is the energy. Yes. Okay. Let's begin. I need first, for the first topic, I need 2 speakers. A guest member. And please, Jerish. Yes. The first topic is the situation. I repeat, first topic is a situation. Wife, husband. Husband, you've forgotten your kid in the fair. Wife, you have 2 minutes to confront him. Husband,
I have forgotten.
you have forgotten the kid in the fair. Wife, you have 2 minutes to confront him. Husband, you have 2 minutes to make an excuse. Please.
I would request
Please, I was actually looking for you.
Please come here.
Please. So the topic, we have 2 speakers for the first table topic session. Yes. The topic is situation. Husband, wife. Husband, you have forgotten your kid at the fair. Wife, you have 2 minutes to confront him. After she has completed, you have 2 minutes to make an excuse. Over to you.
I'm taken aback. All of a sudden, oh my God. Yeah, go ahead. I'm stuck now.
You have to start.
Wife has to start.
That's a wife has to start.
So, where is my kid? Where is my kid? You have taken my son to a fair and now he's not here. So where is he? You might be remembering you're always on your phone, always on your calls, and every time Toastmaster and then being the president of the Toastmaster Club. I want to be the president. I'll go on and everything. You know, there is so many things going on. I want to do my business. I want to do this. I want to do that. I'm busy. Please don't disturb me. Why the hell? Every time, why the hell? The kid is crying. Why the hell? Every time, what? So finally you did it. you always had that problem, na? That I cannot take her. Please take her. I cannot deal with this. Please, I have so many works to do. I have important works to do. So you did it finally. Now what shall I do? I shall cry. Where should I go? Shall I call my mom? Shall I call my mother-in-law? What shall I do?
What you say? you know, every time you sound on me, I am speechless. You know, the point is that see, don't be panicked. I know actually, I was looking after him, but somewhere. I don't know, I was just turning, I saw someone known to me, and as I was speaking to him, I don't know where he has gone. I'm looking for him, I'm trying to search him. Don't worry, I love him so much. And how much I love both of you. I you people. You will think I will leave it like this one. I will find him, that's my promise. I will do everything. Yeah, I understand I'm occupied for Alcon, for with me, with Toastmasters. But that is my duty. You say, you need to become responsible. If I am being responsible, I know today I have done something in case. I'm still trying. It's my promise to you that I will find him soon. We will have a wonderful time. Don't go anywhere. Neither to your mother, neither to your father. Enough a person who can take care of all of us. All of us will. Please forgive me for this small mistake. I will bring him very soon to you. Thank you so much.
Wow. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Okay. And I learned a lot again. Next topic. Your question? So your topic is, you want to cheat in tomorrow's exam? Convince us to help you.
Exams are platforms not to judge you, but to define how much have you read or how much have you studied. If I say I want to cheat, probably the word is not cheat, the probably is I want assistance. I want your friendship. I want your love. This is not just giving, you are not giving me your answers. You're giving me your friendship. Asking you for trust. And you all know I am capable. I would have done amazing in that exam, but I had some different work to do. And you know, as my friend, what that important work was. That was going to a Toastmasters meeting. Now you tell me, exams, whether it be finals or the class 8th semester exam of engineering final, was it that important? Should I have left Toastmaster meeting where I will learn how to communicate well in my interview tables? If that interviewer asked me, why did you get 8th semester grades lesser, I have a better solution to tell him by being into Toastmasters. You, as my friend, tell me one thing. Would you not help me? Would you not show your love or concern for me just by showing me some answers? And what you have to lose? By no means I will reach your level. So you understand, by cheating from you, I cannot go higher than you. That is your advantage. Why would you not share your answers with me? And I have full trust on me. Full trust on me that I can cheat from you. But I have more trust on you that you will be showing me better answers. I have more trust on you that you will be helping me out. And the best thing, when I trust on you, you are so confident. For your confidence, I went to Toastmaster, and now I assume you'll be showing me answers. Thank you.
Definitely help you. I'm convinced I'll show you all that. Okay, next person. I want a guest member. Please. Yes. Topic 3. Bargain to bring price of X product from 2,000 to 400. You want me to repeat?
Repeat it again.
Okay, I'll repeat again. Topic 3. Bargain to bring down the price of X product from 2,000 to 400. Okay, so I am not at all good at bargaining, and I just ask the price of, sometimes I don't even ask and I get the product, for which my husband and my mother-in-law always slam me that this is not how you shop. This is an opportunity for me, and I guess the product can not be any, it has to be some luxury item. So yes, I would like to bargain on the base that we cannot change the topic.
Bargaining for that.
Bargain to change the topic. Yes, ma'am. In my entire life, I have never bargained. I just shouted to the fruit wala that please pack 1 dozen of apples, and my mother-in-law is aghast. and then you have to press the fruit seller for, and I'm like, this poor fruit seller, he can't even push his what is that? So, what guts do I have to bargain with that fellow? And then I go to some shop and I ask the shopkeeper to get out a few outfits, and I just pick one out of the three. And my husband is, you should look for more. I said, no, I don't have that. I don't want him to unfold all a number of clothes and then fold them again. And also, my husband says you should ask for offers, but I want to get something I like, not something that is on offer. So I'm sorry, I'm not good at bargaining. Oh, thank you. Definitely, I'm not taking for bargaining.
We sell electronic products.
Someone from online?
Okay. Someone from online. Let me see the name. I'll take TM Cable. Cable, can you hear me? Am I audible to you clearly?
Yes, yes.
Yes. Your topic is, imagine yourself as a TV remote of the house. You're going to be replaced. So convey your feelings. Should I repeat?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Imagine yourself as a TV remote of your house. You're going to be replaced. Express your feelings.
First of all, is that TV remote is not
Yes.
an easy task, as I know. Everyone in the house or any guest will come to house will first, as he or she sees the TV, he or she will look first me. As and if the situation is like that, if the person is who doesn't know how to use remote, then I'll be in a very bad situation. So around this time, now it's time to replacement. So any person who is replacing will definitely do not like this situation. So this feeling will be bad. But if I have power to speak, then I will tell the home owner or anyone who is owning the TV that please don't replace me, as I'm very useful till now. You can replace the powers if you want, but don't replace me. Over to you.
I'm definitely gonna think twice now. I have some feelings, empathy towards my TV remote. Now I know what it feels. I really bang it hard sometimes. Okay. Next.
Last.
I would like to have a guest. Please. It's a very interesting topic. You have been invited here by your friend. Okay. So the last topic. Please backbite your best friend.
What?
Backbite your best friend.
What does that mean?
Bitch about your best friend. Buraiyan bolo.
Well, I know Aditya from my school days. I was there with, he was there with me from 9th standard. And trust me, he's the most annoying person that you'll ever meet. I'll tell you an incident from one of my chemistry classes that I had with Aditya. I was in 11th standard, I think. And one of that incident is that, we had this chemistry exam. And Aditya is a chemical engineer, you must be knowing that. And he was very keen on the chemistry subject. So anyone who would beat him or perform better than him in chemistry, it doesn't sit right with him. So somehow what happened was there was a chemistry exam and I scored better than him. In fact, I topped the class. Okay, so what he did was he just went to the chemistry teacher. He went there and he told that Akash has cheated in the exam and that is why he has stopped.
Oh my God.
So this is nothing. This is something that a friend doesn't do. This is something that an enemy may do. But after that, we came to know each other. We were roommates even in our engineering. And once we started understanding each other, I came to know that, it was something, bachkana jisko bolte hain. It was very childish at that point of time. But, as we grew, as our relationship, grew, we have come out in a very positive environment, and, we have been best friends since then.
Okay. Although I'm going to have some trust issues with you. But what an awesome performance by everyone. It was outstanding to hear every single person in the room. Thank you for being such a fabulous audience. Over to you.
Voting for the best.
Okay, we'll do the voting for the best topic speaker.
And know the nominations.
First was Namrata, second Vikas, third was Toastmaster Kushal, fourth was guest, guest Vaibhavi, then speaker 5 was Keval, and speaker 6 was guest Akash.
So she's a Toastmaster now. She's a member of HCTC.
Yeah, I do remember.
You just need to write the name here. Whom do you think will do that?
People online can send their votes to me.
Table.
Pass it to her. Chila. Thank you.
Thank you.
इसको 3:30 तक खड़ा रहो जैसे खत्म हुआ उसके बाद
Yes. Over to you, TMOD. Okay. Thank you, guys. I hope you enjoy. Please, I want to big round of applause.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Isha. That was a very beautiful and ebullient table topic session. I cannot believe everybody was having so much fun. And people overcame their fear. I mean, people are scared to take up table topics, but you made it so awesome that people wanted to take table topics. And that is the kind of initiative we want on the table topic master, that, they cut down on the fear and they help people take up table topics. So that was a very beautiful session. I think the votes are done, and now moving on back to my theme. So we had 5 table topic sessions and it took approximately 20 minutes. Not that Toastmaster Isha does not.
I'm right in the middle of the meeting.
Okay. Not that Toastmaster Isha did not have the ability to hold her attention for an hour or more than that, but the Guy Kawasaki, he says that your presentation should not last beyond 20 minutes. You see, TED Talks are 20 minutes for a reason. That's how long you can reasonably expect an audience to pay attention, even when they're hard on hearing. Martin Luther King's speech, "I Have a Dream," needed only 70 minutes to share his dream with the world. The reason is decreasing attention span over the years. From an era of watching movies over 3 hours, we have come to a time where people swipe reels, TikToks, which are just 10 seconds, 20 seconds. So imagine somebody who is used to an attention span of 20 seconds, sitting through a presentation of an hour or so. will not be able to comprehend what you're trying to say. One more thing which this particular strategy helps you achieve is you cut down on your content. So you make your content more effective and more directed at what you want to achieve. Plus, taking questions at the end if you have time. That helps the audience to interact with you and makes your presentation stay in their mind for longer. So I think this is a good strategy. So till now, the two strategies that I've discussed, the first one being, do not make a presentation of more than 10 slides and do not present for more than 20 minutes. Now moving on, it's time for the breakfast of the champions. So I will now like to call upon our general evaluator for the breakfast that he is going to serve in the evening. Toastmaster Aditya.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Priyanka. Here we start the Champions Breakfast, the third and the last segment. So we'll be providing a detailed report of what went right and what could have been improved. Please help me welcome Toastmaster KP Jani for evaluation of Toastmaster Santanam's icebreaker speech.
General evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, guests, and especially the layman with the dream, Santanam. And was it an icebreaker or a record breaker? I don't think it was an icebreaker. He was speaking like he was in a contest. It was more of an inspirational speech. The whole speech with his eye contact, with his body movement, with his stage presence and clarity of thought. It was a treat for me to listen to him and to see him move around and express his thoughts. It was more of an inspirational speech. Ladies and gentlemen, Santanam gave a very quick review of his life, his qualifications, and his ideology. He dwelt upon his ideology also very clearly. He comes from the same township as our late President Abdul Kalam. Both, I think that township generates dreams. The president also had a dream. Santanam also has a dream. So I think that is a township of dreamers. Why not? The way Santanam expressed that he wants India to have a wonderful healthcare system, an education system. Maybe due to lack of time, he missed out the third point, or I didn't catch it. Doesn't matter. But he weaved in all his ideas with his life and presented in front of us. We have now a very fair idea as to what a wonderful Toastmaster we have got in our club. With these wonderful points of his speech, which is far, far ahead of an icebreaker, if I have to give a couple of ideas for improvement, I would say that compact your speech. It is only 4 to 6 minutes in which you have got to pack your life of last 30, 35 years or 40 years. So you have to really pack 100 pounds in one suitcase. So you have to have very short sentences with expressive words. If you can say a sentence of 4 words, don't go in for 3 sentences. Now that is an art which you will definitely develop in the course of time. Overall, extraordinary speech, fantastic confidence, with a little bit of packing, you will go places, Santanam. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster KP Jani. Now please help me welcome Toastmaster Vikrant for the evaluation of Toastmaster Shabani's speech. Thank you.
Very good afternoon. Where is Toastmaster Shabani? Kindly put video. Very good afternoon once again. Just find love. Don't count lovers. And thank you very much that you have given speech after a long time, 8 to 9 months after you come out from demotivation. I personally also talked with you. You started your speech with asking question and connect and grabbing attention of all the audience. And your body, which include the soul, the love, affection to our all club members. And especially you have used metaphor for Toastmasters China and all of us. And thank you for that. It was just amazing. And in the conclusion part, you have mentioned life is one night offer. Enjoy every moment of life. This was just wonderful. Now, I remind one line from Sri Ravi Shankar that everyone is in universe is connected with each other, not by man and woman. That we are connected each other, and that is called love. That love motivates us, inspires us, and that you show with very well with example. You have very well used long time after I have seen your stage movement with hand gesture, and you was looking just confident while delivering your speech. And I think you have never used too many filler words. That was amazing. After many times, I have seen what a wonderful and humorous speech from your side. Now, the important part, that is recommendation or improvement. So as for me, you can still use some louder or can use more stage movement and impact by creating by loud, that would be better. And this is from all my side, and wish you all the best, and we would love to your speech in future again and again. And thank you very much. We also all love you, not only Katrina, but we all love you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vikrant. Now I'd like to invite Toastmaster Rona to present his evaluation of Toastmaster China's speech.
Thank you so much, Chinar, for coming here and expressing the style of leaderships that are there. I mean, Chinar is a seasoned speaker. There is a very difficult job to evaluate her, but I'm still going to bite the bullet and still going to evaluate her. So first of all, let's start just like every seasoned speaker starts. We start with a brilliant, calm question, right, which made all of us thinking, what inspires you? And the moment you asked that question, Chinar, it slightly triggered my mind, and I was captivated like all of us out here. You should have seen their eyes like I was seeing, and they were truly inside your topic. The rate of speed that you had throughout the speech is something that I'm very envious of. I'm going to copy that. Kudos to that. You maintained an absolute equilibrium to the pace of words that you use, to the pauses, to the short sentences. Kudos on that. Clean and neat grammar. That's one of your top qualities. What's more important is how these 5 styles. It's very difficult to remember these 5 styles, transactional, but you made sure that you gave an example. So kudos to you on that one. The content was extremely rich and ingenuous. It clearly defined the way you prepared for the speech. Although you were nervous, but you did a wonderful job. If I had to give some recommendations, I would have loved if, rather than standing still, if you could have showed some movements on the left, interacted with the crowd here, stood back here again, gone to this part. It clearly shows how all of them were involved. You would have leveraged that part. The drama could have been more. If I were you, I could have explained the participatory form of leadership into an example like, hey, son, it's not about the activity, it's about the activity to finish. You could have incited those emotions. All in all, you're a very seasoned speaker. There's no evaluating you on what can be bettered, but just a couple of things. Calm question, the rate of speed amazing, clean and neat grammar, the style of speaking is amazing, just a little bit of movement here and there, making the crowd involved into your speech, and you are, like I said, a speaker that I'll pay my money to watch more. Thank you so much.
Now let's move to the tag team's evaluation report. I'd like to welcome Toastmaster Kinjal for the timers report.
After the vote.
Right. Now let's have the R counter on stage. I would like to invite Toastmaster Cable for the R counters report.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Here is my report. I must say, guys, this meeting was ebullient, and every speaker was ebullient. Now I'll just announce the flawless speakers who were table topic master Toastmaster Isha, Evaluator 1 Toastmaster KP, Speaker 2 Toastmaster Srabani, Speaker 3 Toastmaster Chinar, her Evaluator Toastmaster Ronak, Secretary-elect speech by Toastmaster Isha, table topic speaker Toastmaster Kushal. Please give big round of applause for these flawless speakers, guys. Now, starting from Sergeant at Arms, that is me, I have taken one short pause. After Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Priyanka, she has used 6 times 3 times 3 times so, and 1 repetitive word, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Aditya, he has used 1 time Grammarian, Toastmaster Suman, she was flawless for her introductory part, but still is her grammarian report, still we are waiting. Same for the timer. She was timer Toastmaster Kinjal, she was flawless in her introductory part. Now about the speaker 1, Toastmaster V Santanam. He has used repetitive word 4 times. Speech Evaluator 2, Toastmaster Vikrant. He has used 5 times 1 time 1 time so, and 1 times and. President Toastmaster Vikas, he has used 1 time Election Chair Toastmaster Kushal, he has used 1 short pause. Table topic speaker 1, Toastmaster Vikas and Namrata. They have used 1 time 1 times Table topic speaker 3. Toastmaster Vaibhavi. She has used 5 times a, 2 times and 2 short pauses. Table topic speaker number 4, Toastmaster Keval, that is me. I used 1 time a and 1 time short pause. Table topic speaker number 5, guest Akash. He has used 1 times a, 2 times so, and repetitive word 2 times and 1 time and. So this is my report. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Keval. Now let's welcome our grammarian, Toastmaster Suman, for the grammarian's report of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Aditya. Good afternoon, everyone. Again, I'm going to present my grammarian report today. So there were a lot of good usages today, but I have noted down few which I've noticed. Embody, persuasive presentation, a layman's dream, education makes a man, not an experience, just find love, don't count flowers, empathy, emotional intelligence, enjoy every bit of it. Okay, life is a one-time offer, enjoy every bit of it. Identify your leadership skills, aspire to inspire, authoritative leadership, delegate leadership, transactional leadership, transformative leadership, participative leadership, elaborative steps, analysis, disclaimer, caution, comprehend, extraordinary, skepticated, rich in ignorance, and there were not so good usages of English language, according to me, can be so when we are talking about the grain, it should be that instead of them. Here are us can be replaced with here we are. Security do, it should be have security does instead of security do. To abortion me, it could, if we are talking in the past tense, it could be have been to abort me. They may be trained. It could have been replaced with they might have trained. You was, it could have been you were. So one pronunciation which I found, instead of teeny, it should be pronounced as tiny. And word of the day and phrase of the day was not much used by the members, so it's a learning for me. I'll use the simpler words from the next time onwards. So word of the day used by Toastmaster Priyanka twice, Toastmaster Aditya once, Toastmaster Suman, Toastmaster Keval twice. Phrase of the day was used by Toastmaster Priyanka, Toastmaster Suman, Toastmaster Rona. So that I'm conclude my grammarian report today. This is it from my
Thank you, Toastmaster Suman. Now, please help me welcome Toastmaster Kinjal, our timer of the day, to present the timer's report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aditya. We started the meeting late by 5 to 7 minutes. Our Sergeant Arms Toastmaster Keval took around 5 minutes. President took around 20 minutes in the beginning, explaining the role and also the EC explanation. Our Commissioner Kushal took 8 minutes to conduct the entire activity. Our TMOD Toastmaster Priyanka took 10 minutes, 32 seconds overall. Our General Evaluator has took 1 minute, 37 seconds till now. Our counter took 0.53 seconds in explaining the role and 3.40 seconds in giving the report. Grammarian took 1.40 seconds in explaining the role and 2.07 seconds in giving the report. Speaker 1 took 6.06 minutes. Evaluator 1 took 3.23 minutes. Speaker 2 took 5.39 minutes. Evaluator 2 took 2.26 minutes. Speaker 3 took 5.47 seconds and speaker 3 took 2.36 seconds. Table topic master took 3.36 seconds in the beginning to explain the role. Speaker 1, guest Namrata took 1.07 seconds. Toastmaster Vikas took 1.08 minutes. Speaker 3, Toastmaster Kushal took 2.12 minutes. Speaker 4 took 2.01 minutes. Speaker 5, Cable took 1.15 minutes. And Speaker 6, guest Akash took 1.41 minutes. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kinjal. And here comes the general evaluators report. So the time that was planned was 3 p.m. but we started at 3:08 p.m. Delay of 8 minutes. So if we were on time, this would have been avoided. The arrangements for the meeting were on place. Thank you, Toastmaster Vikrant, arrived very well in advance and made things possible for us. Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Cable. Your puppy story started with a very positive note. Don't judge, don't assume. I think it was very insightful and very valuable to us at the same time. You explained the rules very well, and we are thankful for that. The prepared speeches were full of energy. We had veteran speakers speak after a very long time, and this created an impact in us. The icebreaker speech by Toastmaster Santanam. Thank you for this. What an inspiring speech. We understood today that whatever comes from heart never goes wrong. I'll surely vote for you when you become the Chief Minister. We forgot the word of the day. It was taken lightly, so it couldn't propagate after a period of time. And coming to the evaluation of the prepared speeches, all speeches were evaluated comprehensively and effectively using a CRC approach. Going to the table topic master's role, Toastmaster Isha. Very unconventional concept to bring role playing into this. We have learned today that Toastmasters need not be restricted to simple 1 minute or 2 minute speeches. We'd love to have you every week, and good job for actually infusing your strength into your role. Few recommendations from my side. The right way of calling, as I learned very recently, Toastmaster Isha, aspire to inspire. Aspire to inspire, Toastmaster. This brings a clarity on the topic so that guests understand very easily. Second, please pay attention to the online participants so that they are engaged and involved. I think that was this, and that's it. And Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Priyanka. A very relevant topic. This topic is not only relevant to salesmen and sales managers, but to every professional. It is very important to stay concise yet relevant. Thanks for making us understanding this. And the 10-20-30 rule is something which can be easily implemented in any profession, in any walk of life. So thanks for that as well. My suggestion to the Toastmaster of the day and to other role players as well, we can start working on a common theme. I mean, although it is not mandatory, the table topics master, the sergeant at arms, and the Toastmaster of the day can work on a common theme together so that the guests and the members keep thinking about the theme till the end of the meeting. And the time is already 5:07. We are late by 7 minutes. So if we are more mindful of the time, we will be able to do a good job. That's all from my end. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, General Evaluator Toastmaster Aditya. Without any further ado, I'd like to conclude my theme. That is the 30. 30 is the font size that you should have in your presentation so that the audience do not have to squint. Another reason for the same is that you do not fill the presentation with so much content that the audience reads ahead of you and you just become a redundant puppet. So that is important. So I will summarize the 10-20-30 rule for you. 10 is do not present more than 10 slides. 20 is do not speak for more than 20 minutes. And 30 is do not keep your font size less than 30. That's all from my side. Now we can move forward with the votings. Did I miss something?
Evaluator.
Best evaluator votings, right? online, people online, can you send me your votes? The nominations are Toastmaster Ronak, Toastmaster Vikrant, and Toastmaster KP.
हाँ मैंने आप इधर
Are we done? Can we move on to the next voting?
पेन है आपके पास ये दो साइन कर दो थैंक यू सर
Priyanka?
Are we done? Okay, so
Best role player.
yeah, best role player nominations are the Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Cable, the tag team, the timer is Toastmaster Kinjal, the R counter again Toastmaster Cable, and the grammarian Toastmaster Suman. These are the 4 nominations for the best role player votings. People online can send me their yes. People who have joined online can send me their votes on the personal chat.
Priyanka, are you sending me online votes?
Yes, yes, I'm just sending. Just a second. Yes, can we move on to the next voting?
Whom to send? Priyanka, whom to send?
मेरे को भेज दो पर्सनल चैट पे भेज दो मेरे को नॉमिनेशंस टोस्टमास्टर किंजल है टाइमर के लिए टोस्टमास्टर केवल है सर्जेंट एट आर्म्स एंड आर्क काउंटर एंड टोस्टमास्टर सुमन है ग्रामरियन Can we move on to the next poll?
Yeah, go ahead.
So the next poll is for the best leader. Best lead. The nominations are the Toastmaster of the day, that is me, Toastmaster Priyanka. The general evaluator, Toastmaster Aditya, and the table topics master, Toastmaster Isha. Am I right, Toastmaster Vikas?
Yes. Yes.
Is that all? Yes. People online can send me their votes for the best leader.
Last, best leader. So I think let's do that and we will conclude.
एक्चुअली TMOD को बुलाते हैं ना
TMOD प्रेसिडेंट को
नहीं नहीं तो कहने के लिए
ठीक है वो मैं
कर लेगा ना बस थैंक यू
People online can send their votes to me.
I have sent up to
Best role player.
बेस्ट रोल प्लेयर में कौन कौन है?
बेस्ट रोल प्लेयर में है टोस्टमास्टर केवल है, ही इज सर्जेंट एट आर्म्स एंड काउंटर दोनों के उससे हैं. ग्रामेरियन टोस्टमास्टर सुमन है और टाइमर टोस्टमास्टर किंजल है.
ऑनलाइन होता है
ये ले लो.
भेज देना लीडर वाले.
Toastmaster Priyanka, are we done with voting for best leader?
Yeah, I have online. I think Toastmaster KP is yet to send.
भेजा?
हाँ भेज दिया मिल गया 2 सेकंड का.
अब डिलीट नहीं होगा.
साइन कर लो.
कनेक्ट हो गया.
हाँ ओके. We can move, right? I'll ask her. Priyanka, we can proceed.
I'm waiting for just one more vote from Toastmaster Shabani. She is sending me a vote actually. Okay, done.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Priyanka, for this wonderful show. So we are at the end of our meeting. How was the meeting, guys?
Fabulous.
You all enjoyed?
Yes.
So I think the meeting was really great, and there was a lot of energy in the room, which I could feel, I could sense. I think you must have enjoyed it to the fullest, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And who made it possible? The role players, the people who have participated. So great job. All the members who have participated as role players for the meeting, they have done wonderfully well. Toastmaster Aditya, you have taken the role for the first time. Very good. Toastmaster Isa, you have done wonderfully well. So I think the way members are coming up and they're showing their energies, that is what is going to build our club. That is what is the strength of our club. So kudos to all the role players of the club. It's time to understand from our guests about the meeting, about their feedback. So let's move on and ask our guests what they liked about meeting and if there is any suggestions. So we'll start with guest Akash.
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it is like a one of a kind experience for me. I have never experienced a group like this where people meet and discuss a lot of things. So it is a very great experience. And,
keep visiting us, keep coming to our meetings. Thank you so much for being part of this meeting. Yeah. We have Mrs. Namrata. You can comment about meeting and feedback.
Wonderful. Since last 2 years, we have been discussing about it, and it's great. But to experience it over here is just awesome. And it was fun.
Okay. Looking forward to have one more member in the club, isn't it? And that membership fee will be funded by ICICI Bank. What's your name?
Actually, my name is Umang. Yeah, I enjoyed the offline meeting actually. So yeah, of course, looking forward. Yeah. That's quite beautiful.
Most welcome. Thank you so much. We have a couple of guests online as well. Do we have Rahil? Rahil, you are there? Yeah, Rahil.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I really enjoyed the meeting, and I really like how structured the meeting was, and the evaluation part, and it was full of learning. So really looking forward to the coming meets. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rahil, for being with us today. And I think looking forward to have you with us in our club as member as well in future. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So this brings us to awards. Awards for the one who performed it well, the one who did it really well, and it's time to acknowledge their performance. So which award would you like to get out first?
Speaker.
Best speaker. Toastmaster Priyanka, you are not here, so I think let me do the honors. Because this is also a joint role of TMOD and President to present the awards. May I go ahead? Am I audible?
Yes, yes, please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Thank you. So the best speaker, all of them are best speaker, in fact. They have done really well. And I think I loved all the speeches. But the best speaker award goes to the one and only RDP Education, Toastmaster Chinar.
Yeah, but I doubt my photography skills. I'll take one.
थोड़ा spotlight पे आई सर आगे है ना spotlight light के नीचे.
Thank you so much. Many congratulations, Toastmaster Chinar, once again. Next, best leader, evaluator, best evaluator, best table topic speaker. Okay, so it's time to hear best table topic speaker award. Any guesses?
Guest.
Yes.
Guest Namrata.
Guest number.
So we have someone.
Chal.
Yes, someone who is seasoned in table topics. So award goes to Toastmaster.
Keep clapping, guys. Come on, well done, Toastmaster Kitchen.
We'd love to see.
Keep cheating, Toastmaster Kushal. Congratulations. Let's move on to best. Which one? Evaluator? Okay. So it's time to hear who is the one who has won best evaluator, the seasoned one. Someone who I don't see very oftenly in meeting. I love to see him whenever he comes. I really enjoy when he speaks, and he is really the best. And the best evaluator award goes to
Toastmaster
Ronak. Ronak for HCTC.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Next meeting, please do the booking. Then we have two more awards, best role player and then best leader. Best role player first. Best role player. The man, when he joined from the day onwards, he's very enthusiastic. He puts his entire energy in performing that role. Kudos. Toastmaster Aditya. Best leader. So I just announced best leader. So please go ahead with that. Please best leader. Best leader. Congratulations. I'm sorry.
I want to say where's the marks.
Pick up this spirit. Yeah. And last, the best role player. Because these two awards, I think, are a bit confusing. So, award goes to Cable, and the cable of the club. Tell me how many awards we have to keep with us, and when will you visit Ahmedabad?
Very soon.
Very good.
Congratulations.
So you can collect it from us. So everything is well. It ends well. I think we had a wonderful meeting.
Yes.
Thank you
There is
so
one
much.
Important message if you want to.
Yeah, obviously. Honey hai, uske pehle thoda. So thank you so much for being part of this wonderful meeting. We are concluding 177th chapter meeting of HCTC. Before we move on to club business, something which is announced by VP Education or VP PR or VP Membership will announce something which is called contribution. So for making this venue available for us, we need to pay 100 rupees per member now. So that has to be paid to Toastmaster Kusal as a fee, or you can say meeting fee, and that we will also enjoy snacks after that.
Yeah.
So that is one. Is there any club business in education? Anything in PR? Toastmaster Priyanka? Do we have any
I didn't get your question. What am I supposed to say when you ask me what is the business? It's an ongoing business.
any announcement, anything related to PR of the club? Okay, so you don't have anything, right?
No,
Sure.
not.
So I think let us support the EC. That is a request to all the members of the club. These people will approach you in current time, I mean, in couple of weeks or couple of days to understand your education needs or whatever data they want. Please do support in the best way possible. So I once again thank you all for being a part of this meeting. Thank you so much. The meeting is adjourned. To all our online guests and members, thank you so much for being with us. If you can come, please come to Prithvi for having snacks with us. Thank you so much.
Bye guys. Bye Toastmaster Priyanka. Great job. Great job. Sergeant at Arms, Cable, amazing. So good. So good.
Toastmaster, I loved your evaluations. It was awesome and very evaluation.
Sure.
I was actually there. I wanted to meet a lot of people, but
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you here. Yes. मिलते हैं. चलो. Bye. Sir, meeting is sir.
Please come and have some snacks. A sandwich and a piece of pizza.
आप मुझे आपका डेट ऑफ बर्थ व्हाट्सएप कर दीजिए. आपका भी डेट ऑफ बर्थ व्हाट्सएप कर
Aditya.
Hi,
It's
hi,
me,
Toastmaster.
Shabni.
Hi, Shabani.
Hi, sir. Just do me a favor.
Tell me.
Call my mentor, Kinjal.
Kinjal, yes.
Sir. You just tell sir.
Sir. Now, Tirupati. Very good.
आपका वीडियो ऑन करो. हाय शबनी, कैसे हो? आप म्यूट पे हो. यू आर ऑन म्यूट.
Long times I have seen you.
How are you?
I'm not feeling well. I just COVID. I got COVID. You know that.
कब हुआ?
हाँ, बहुत पहले हो गया. फिर last Sunday, Chinar gave me. I block your name as a speaker. You said that I am holding your hands. You just do it every day. Call me. Then I couldn't turning back myself. I am okay. I'll do for you only. And well, I am next week. I am leaving from here.
नहीं बंद कर दो किंजल जी आप बंद कर दो रिकॉर्डिंग
बंद कर दो.